Hello everyone, welcome to Even the Scales. Thank you if you've clicked on my video today. I'm on my channel right now to talk about what's happened here in Campbelltown, New South Wales this morning as far as the abuse that I'm being put through. I've just had a panic attack, and that's because of what the Campbelltown police just did and what the woman downstairs is doing. I'm so severely traumatised by these people and what they've done over the past 21 months that whenever they carry out abuse, my heart races and I go into panic and I can't control it. And because I'm on my channel now talking about this, the woman downstairs is increasing the abuse. She's been heating stuff up on her stove for about the past hour and sending the disgusting smell through her range hood into my home. And, you know, to anybody that's listening to this that doesn't know what I've been through here, you probably think, yeah, well, so what? But no, this woman has tortured my senses. And she has put me through absolute hell for the past 21 months. And she's working with the landlord, who is St George Community Housing, to do this to me. St George Community Housing took bribes from corrupt members of the justice system to try and abuse me to death in my home. And they've modified my home to do that. I also have a device that's been placed in my body without my knowledge when I went and had a procedure done at the Campbelltown Public Hospital. And that's because there's corrupt members of the health system involved in this as well. So these groups have worked together. Corrupt members of the health system, corrupt members of the justice system, and St George Community Housing. There's also a lot of other organisations and groups that have been involved in this abuse as well. And the woman downstairs and the other neighbours around me that are involved in this abuse, and the Campbelltown police, they've put me through the most abuse. And the landlord, because all the neighbours that are involved in this abuse, they are either getting cheap rent from St George Community Housing or they're being paid. And the woman downstairs, she's also being paid from local businessmen who are corrupt, who've been a part of this. This woman works 24 hours a day to try and kill me. She's working around the clock right now because she knows how much she's done, and she's just, I've never seen anyone so obsessed in my life with trying to take another person's life. And I think she thinks because she's been able to get away with it because the Campbelltown police are involved, that she's just going to be able to keep getting away with it, and she's absolutely not. She's not, and she's just like I've just never seen anyone so dedicated to trying to harm someone. I mean, she was doing this until midnight last night, and she's back up again this morning. As soon as I get up, she's putting me through torture by torturing my senses with these smells. Not only that, when she does this, she's altering the atmosphere of my home by turning on her range hood and cooking things on her stove, heating up things, and the smell comes through into my home. Like everything's been diverted into my unit instead of going out into the roof. That's how the landlord has modified these range hoods. There's 3 neighbours that can do this. There's 3 neighbours that can put me through torture. So St George Community Housing's turned my home into a torture chamber. And it was all set up 5 years ago when I moved here. And the abuse has just got worse and worse and worse. So yeah, she's heating stuff up on a stove. She's sending vile smells into my home. Yesterday it was so bad, it was stinging my eyes. It gives me physical symptoms. The temperature of my unit goes up 10 degrees and it's all, today's going to be 34. So I hope she's stopped today. I hope someone stops her from doing what she's doing, because it seems that nothing stops this woman. I mean, go back on my channel and see what this woman's done and you will see what I mean. She's got to be one of the most cruelest, sadistic people that I've ever had to deal with in my life. Like, I'm shaking right now. This woman has traumatised me just for months and months and days and days and days. And yeah, she's doing this right now by altering the atmosphere of my home. The Campbelltown police were just encouraging her. They just came and sat around the corner and turned their siren on and off, and that's the signal for the community to be able to abuse me. And when I first got up this morning, there was also men set up across the road waiting for me to get up so they could carry out abuse using vehicles. Like, they're stalking me. They're also watching my heart on a monitor. So this, I'm just a bit shaken right now because of the trauma. So I'm a bit all over the place with what I'm trying to explain here. But because of this device that's been implanted in my body, these people can watch my heartbeat. And this woman downstairs and anyone who's stalking me, they watch my heartbeat on a monitor as they put me through abuse and panic. And I need urgent help, because this woman, she just won't stop. And she's just intruding on my life in ways that, when the truth comes out about what this woman's done and this landlord, people are going to be shocked at the evilness of this woman. So she's sending the temperature of my unit up 10 degrees by doing what she's doing over a stove. And then it's, the torture of having to smell these smells in my home. And then she's also sending dust into my home. She's done this for 11 months. And when she does, I don't know how they're doing it, but it's like they've got a fan up in the roof, or it's just the range hood. It's like when she cooks on a stove and puts the range hood on, it doesn't blow the dust down as much. But then there's times when she does something where it's blowing down the dust from the roof from every part of my ceiling. So I don't know what they've got rigged up in that roof. There's something rigged up in this roof where they're doing that. And I've taken video footage of the dust falling from the roof when she does whatever she does. She's turning something on downstairs. I'm pretty sure it's a range hood. Maybe when she puts it on high or something, it blows down this dust. I don't know, but she's filled my home with dust for months and months and months, and it's like she never stops doing that. She does that on and off all day, every day. And she does that so that I'm humiliated and degraded by having to clean it up. And, there's been times when there's other people viewing into my home as well, because there's illegal cameras in my home that this landlord has put in my home. And they all stalk me on these cameras. And there's been times, she stalks me so aggressively that she'll actually wait until I walk to the area of the house where the dust falls from the roof the most, and she'll do it while I'm in that spot in the house, so that I'm humiliated and degraded. I'm standing there and it's all falling on my head from the roof while there's people viewing into my home watching me be put through cruelty. This is the cruelty of this woman. And it doesn't matter how much I call out in distress. It's like she thrives off it. She gets enjoyment out of watching me suffer. And she also likes the attention that she's getting from the other people who are paying her to do this and who are viewing into my home to watch me be put through this. So it's like, she must think like, oh, I'm on centre stage here because I get to carry out all this abuse and I've got an audience. It's like she's enjoying the attention of doing that. It's so sick and deranged. And yesterday, I think I had to put up, over the part, like yesterday and the day before, I think I had to put up, 10 to 12 videos to try and protect myself from her, and it still didn't stop her. She was still going at 12 o'clock last night. She's sending dust into my home as I sleep every night and through the day. She does that too when I can see it. She only, this is how much she premeditates her actions, that she stalks me around my movements in the house. She hunts me in my house. And she's also sent raw gas into my home in the past. She's a dangerous person, and that's why I've been just putting so many videos up on my channel to protect myself from her, because there's no help here. The Campbelltown police are involved. There's no one to turn to for help, because this is a justice system cover-up that I'm being put through. It's being done to try and take my life. They're trying to abuse me to death as a community. And there's other neighbours here involved, and they just sit back and they watch me suffer, and they don't do anything. They're watching into my home illegally also. So this video, I've got to go through everything again on every video, because, if I just talk about one aspect of what's going on here, people aren't going to, really understand the big picture of the situation, because there's just so much to it. It's been going on for years, and everything's just built up to this point. And most of the abuse has stopped. I was still stalked yesterday when I went out though by quite a few people who are viewing into my home illegally, getting ideas on how to put me through abuse when I go out. So when I go out, the people that have been viewing into my home on these cameras, they've got some idea that they have thought of, and they will come towards me when I go out on the road and at the shopping centre, and they will carry out psychological abuse in some way, and it's usually extremely cruel abuse based on trying to either destroy my self-esteem in some way, or it's psychological abuse about the losses that I've suffered in my life. They will try and remind me of those things. So I can't believe that there's so many people that are willing to be that cruel to somebody, but obviously these people are playing this like some kind of game, and there's money involved in it. So it's like this woman downstairs, this is why she works so hard at abusing me, because not only is she being paid from the landlord to do this in some way, she's also expecting some kind of grand prize if something happens to me. So this is why she works overtime, and lately when I'm in my home, it's just like her trying to kill me, all by herself. Because she's the only one that's still doing this. Oh, the other woman last night was still sending the smell of her home through. But this woman downstairs, she just works like overtime. And the fact that she's watching my heart on a monitor as she does it, it's attempted murder. Because she's doing it to deliberately cause me trauma and speed my heart up. And the amount of times this person's done this to me, it would be hundreds and hundreds of times. So she's capable of murder. She's sent gas into my house before. And she's got no problem with watching me suffer and cry out for her to stop. Like, she doesn't stop. She stalks me. She hunts me in my home on these cameras. She tracks me everywhere I go. It's like she's got some kind of list of things of abuse, and she goes back to it all the time, and she just keeps going over those things over and over. Because these people have researched my life, so they have a lot of information on me, and she uses a lot of that information to carry out psychological abuse. And I mean, it's physical abuse too, because she's affecting my heart. She's affecting yesterday my eyes were irritated, and my health, over the past 21 months, this has taken its toll. Like, I already have a pain condition, and I already suffered from severe PTSD when they started this. So these are the things they're trying to make worse. And they have made them worse. So I just want this woman stopped, and I want St George Community Housing caught and held responsible. And, the only way that I have of trying to stop that is to talk about it on this channel. Because, there's no one to go to for help, and I have every right to protect the air I'm trying to breathe. And, last night she was trying to torture me with these smells. And I think she's trying to cause me like a mental health breakdown too, like where I just go crazy and start yelling and screaming so they can call an ambulance and set it up, because the emergency services have been involved in this here, and the police. So she's trying to make that happen, or she's trying to cause me a health episode of any kind, doesn't matter. They're trying to cause a major ending in my life. And if I did yell and scream and cry out for help, I would have every right to do that. These people are trying to tamper with my air. They are tampering with my air. And they've been doing that for 11 months, terrorising me in my home. So please, if there's anyone out there that can help me get justice here, please contact me on the email that will be attached to this video. If you can help me in any way to raise public awareness of this, I will attach some videos to this video that will go into more detail over what's happened here in Campbelltown over the past 21 months. And they would be good videos for you to share, because, they will show the big picture of this and everybody that's been involved and exactly why this is happening. But it's like now this woman downstairs, she's just the one that can affect me the most, you know. So she's just, and it's intense. I mean, this woman lives within meters of me. She's tampering with my air. She's causing me these panic attacks several times a day. She's altering the temperature of my home. I'm being forced to breathe in this dust and clean it up. You know, I'll have to do it today. And it's so much, you know. And it's like she's doing this all on her own. It's like, you know, stand back, everyone. Let me do this. You know, she's just taken over and she's just working overtime around the clock to try and abuse me to death. And she's ruthless. And so's this landlord. Because obviously they're not doing anything. So yeah, if you could do anything to help me in that way, I'll be very grateful. And if you've listened to this video, thank you, especially if you are supporting my channel, because you are helping me. You are, because the people that keep coming back and watching my videos, you're probably saving my life. And it helps me to keep going as well. And you keep coming back, even though, you know, I have to repeat everything over and over again. And, you know, I said yesterday that that this channel is not to get, you know, a lot of subscribers or anything like that. That's why I don't ask people to subscribe. It's just to create awareness of this abuse I'm going through and to try and stop this abuse. And to create awareness out there for other people, because there could be other people going through this. And, you know, these people need to be caught so that this can never happen again to anybody. So, yeah, thank you if you've listened. And, yeah, thanks again if you're supporting my channel.